Hello, YouTube. It's me again, Just Diamond Paints. I'm back at it a little later than I wanted to. I would have rather done this earlier in the morning, but it didn't work because he got up before me. So I slept in good. I missed Granny's live. I needed to sleep though. I slept till like 11:30. It's really late for me, really, really late. But I had a few nights of really broken sleep earlier in the week with my shoulder pain. I had a rough week with my shoulder. Now, this pain comes and goes. I think it's connected to like my digestive system, like my gallbladder inflames. And anyway, it's a problem that comes and goes. And when it comes, it lasts like 2 or 3 days. And I literally could not lift my arm more than like, I don't know, 20, 25 degrees. It was terrible. So I had a very, very bad sleep all for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, I finally found relief. And Friday, I sort of started catching up on sleep. But so that was my week. So I'm a little behind on my goals with diamond painting this month. But that's okay because we're coming up on a complete derailing in April where I will hardly get any done for half the month between the getting ready for the cruise and the cruise itself. And then testing season comes up for my son. We homeschool, but he does have to get his high school accreditation. He has to go and get tested. So I take him for state testing. And that's 3 rounds of testing that he goes through. So it's a lot of chopped up days in April. So yeah, it'll be an interesting April for sure. So I got through the week somehow, getting my almost a section done on my Chuck Pinson, my lovely Freedom at the Lake. If you follow me on Instagram, you can see my progress there. And obviously, if you're following along in Mindy's group, we post weekly there. So the chuck along is chucking. I have one section left to get to the halfway point, which I'll do tomorrow, probably. Today, Sunday, all I did was work on this, what you're seeing right now, sped up. I'm telling you, I had a single place almost, I would say 75% of it, and so it was slow. And I'm replacing the predominant colors, 310, 823, a couple of the reds, and there was another color I replaced. I think it's like a high count green, 38 something. I replaced also because the drills that came with it were just too misshapen, not regular enough to fit the grid. So today I said, okay, everything I had recorded from earlier in the week wasn't enough to do this whip and jab. So I said, let me just take the day and record myself working on the big section of Hannah Lynn. I have this canvas divided into 3 across, 4 up. So 3 times 4 is 12 sections. And so they're pretty big. So this took me 4 hours and I think a little bit more because I had a lot of interruptions. My husband was working outside, and you know how they have 50 million questions, like stupid questions, but I had to be there, keep interrupting myself to go and see what's up. So we're getting rid of all the dead, everything we lost in the frost this winter. So we have to replace the bushes, we have to replace the side plants along the garage, and so that was distracting me from working on this. I probably could have finished it in right at 4 hour mark, but I think it went over about 25 minutes. But it was like 11 clips total. So that's how many times I had to stop. And my plan was to do this, then do my voiceover, then go back and diamond paint some more. But it's like 10:20 p.m. right now. There's no way I'm going to get to diamond paint anything else. Well, if I do, it'll be like the middle of the night. I don't have to get up early tomorrow. So anyway, enough bitching about the handling. Pardon my French. I had promised to go over my completions with you guys, because that number's big. I track everything in GemsFlow, just so you guys know. Even if it's a Dollar Tree keychain or a little sticker I found at the dollar store or a Target or Hobby Lobby, everything gets an entry in my log, in my Gemsfo app. Now, let me filter out. Why does this look so different? Oh, because I'm holding it horizontal. Okay. Um, let's see. I'm going to go to completed. Right now, my completed number since November of 2020 when I started diamond painting. And when I say November, I mean like the end of November. It was Black Friday when I received my first diamond painting. So if that month, November was almost done, and December I worked on my first big painting. So since November 2020, I am at 731 completions. Gosh, that number blows me away. It still does. It really does. Um, Now I divide everything into sizes. So like if something is a partial, it gets a percent symbol at the end of its name. If it's a large, more than 40 by 40, it's a large diamond painting. I could consider that a full drill big canvas. And I put a little diamond on it, a diamond emoji. Um, and then if it's one side less than 30, like 30 by 40, I put a bright red exclamation, which is an emoji symbol. So I have two indications for a full drill canvas, small and large, and partials all get grouped together. And yeah, that's it. Those are the three: partial, small, and large. Now, if I filter out right now of my 731 big canvases, I've completed 222. For 30 by 40s, or 30 by 30 or 30 by 40, anything smaller than a 30 by 40, or the 40 by 40 really, I've completed 132. And then my biggest number, obviously, if we're going to get to 700, is my partials. I love doing those little projects. They're like palette cleansers, and I really enjoy doing them. So they will always be part of my stash. I've completed 377 of them. And as I'm looking here, it's like time traveling. I did a little adorable little passport holders. I did partial canvases like mandalas, eyeglass cases, bookmarks, little wooden boxes that you just diamond paint the tops. I have a ton of little diamond dots partials in here. I have a ton of special drill partials like the seasonal trees that you get on Amazon, and so many stickers. And yeah, lots of diamond dots in here because you know how diamond dots loves partials. They love to put out partials, and I like that because it makes the project quick. You get the fun of kitting it up and kitting it down, in quick succession. I love it. Um, I also include in partials. I include minis. So my first set of Paint Jam is in here. My first set of mini dazzles is in here. Um, even if they're full drill, I put them here, and it's been so much fun. I honestly, my memory is pretty strong because I'm looking at these. I remember doing these, and this is from 2022, 2023. Anyway, my very first experience with a premium canvas came from Diamond Art Club. I ordered Chuck Pinson's Vibrant Italy, um, and I haven't looked back. I mean, I'm like, okay, I have to have these kinds of canvases in my life because I had done a couple of Amazon mandalas, 30 by 30s. I think they came in a 4-pack or 6-pack or something like that. I'm like, okay, this is cute, this is fun, but boy, that canvas is nice. After I started working on the Diamond Art Club, I was hooked. I'm like, okay, now to make this work, because they are pricey, right? I mean, even more pricey now than they were back then. I told myself I have to fill in my time, my diamond painting time, with other stuff too. Because if I just did premiums back to back to back to back, it would be very expensive. And back in then, I was just ordering and doing, ordering and doing. The stash building didn't start really until the next year, 21. I started slowly accumulating 30 by 40s, and whenever there was a sale in Diamond Art Club, I would buy. And actually, at the beginning, honestly, Diamond Art Club was really hard to get. They were low stock because of the panorama, whatever we want to call it. Apparently, it's a no-no to say the C word, but during that panorama time, it was really hard to get. I mean, it's like they would get shipments in and they would sell out in literally less than a minute. So I was really focused on Dreamer Designs. So that first year, I did a lot of Dreamer Designs. If I make a filter of obtained from Dreamer Designs, I'm gonna do that right now. At the beginning of my diamond painting career, I was doing a lot more of their stuff than I was Diamond Art Club because I couldn't get my hands on it much. Um, from Diamond Art Club. So in 2021, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did 10, 11 Dreamer Designs in that first full year of diamond painting. Um, Now, if I, they still do not make up a lot of my stash though, because I don't like all of the images that they put out. And there's a lot of AI going on over there. I'm not anti AI. If I'm going to pay a premium for a canvas, I want it to go to an artist that is from, start to finish doing it, not getting too much AI assistance. Now, Diamond Art Club claims that they don't have artists that are pure AI where they sit there and just giving a prompt and they're actually doing the art and they're using AI for, I don't know. I'm not an artist, so I don't know these things. But at the beginning, I was liking what they had, and then there's just a lot of AI now. It looks very obviously AI in the art style. So I haven't bought from them much lately. Though I had points that expired, I ordered that Robert Finale, and I ordered that were expired. The points were expiring. So I ordered that Robert Finale and I ordered a panoramic, one of their woodland panoramas. And then today, um, they dropped a Mandy Manzano picture that I had wanted a long time ago, but I think DAC did it, but it was before my time. Before I was really realizing that her art was so cool. So I ordered that Triton, Daughter of Triton, today, along with another image. It was a kitten sitting in a beach chair reading, I think. Chillax something. Chillax kitty or chillax cat. I ordered those two today with a coupon code, and they're from the overseas, so they'll probably take forever to get here. But I only have a couple other of the overseas canvases, so I figured let me use this coupon and combine it and get these two together because I really wanted Daughter of Triton, but I didn't want to order it alone. So yeah, I was naughty. I gotta get back on my no buy. I gotta get back on my no. You know how it is when you break it no buy and then all of a sudden you're buying, like you go back to your old ways. That's what's happened to me this week. My sore shoulder also had me all weeping and wallowing in self pity. Anyway, I'm so glad it's over though, because today is the first day I can put my hair up in a ponytail without. Don't mind the sounds. I'm sorry. I should have turned all this audio off. But today I can do my ponytail, and it's a huge indicator that I'm better, that it's okay, and I can stop worrying. But so what was I saying about looking at my completion? So anyway, I've completed 36 completions from Dreamer Designs, and yeah, they're gappy. Yeah, they're not all resin. Yeah, I still like them. I like them now when I find the images that I really like. I don't have that many left. I have about 17 left, and I ordered one, two. So I'm less than 20, I think, in my stash of Dreamer Designs. When there's a sale, and I see a couple of things I really want, they do that Monday sale too. If you follow their advertisements on Mondays, they have those BOGO 90s, BOGO 75. So that's when I'll look, and if I see something I like, I'll bite. But I don't hate Dreamer Designs. Diamond Art Club will always be the biggest chunk of my completions. Now I'm gonna change the filters here and then look for obtained from Diamond Art Club. Let me see how many of these of my finishes are Diamond Art Club. I should know this number by heart because I update it in my log every week, but my brain is just not working tonight. When I see the number, I'm gonna know. Yeah, 215. I've completed 215 of of Diamond Art Clubs. That's a lot. I remember the 200th one snuck up on me and it ended up being like a mini Dazzle set. I was so bummed. I would have liked to have, I don't know, picked it a special 200th canvas, but I didn't. So 215 complete. And actually, that number's off. That number's off because when I first started the calendars, I was listing individual calendar pages as completions, and this year I'm doing them all as one big project because that's how bingo is being done. So really, it's probably less 11. It's probably like 202. Let me see. The mini dazzles in the count. The last mini dazzles I just finished was the makeup kit for the mini DP Madness. I finished that on Friday. And yeah, so I have not reached my 200th DAC because my count is at 192 and 193. Yeah, so DACs I've completed 193 because I subtracted out the calendar pages at the end of the year. I decided from now on the calendars are going to be one project. Luckily, though, I was able to submit each completion as one for Mindy's event of specials, Smashing the Specials. Do you guys participate in that? She does it twice a year, January and August. And you just do as many little off the canvas or little partials that you can do. And it's so fun. You post, as you finish them, you just post them in the thread. And each entry is, an entry and a chance to win a prize. So I love that event. She does it twice a year, just like the Chuck-along, and I'm always in it, because Lord knows I have so many little Smashing the Specials projects. Hobby Lobby keeps me stocked up. I did luck out and find the other acrylic stand-up tabletop thing. It's a little bunny with a basket of eggs. I'm still looking for the brown bunny. I'm going to drive out to a couple of other Hobby Lobbies this week and see, that are further away from me and see if they have them. Have it. I'm also on the hunt for the 4th of July canvases that they're putting out. They have some flag patriotic stuff, and this is a big patriotic year. It's the 250th. It's also my 50th. I'm a bicentennial baby. I was born in 1976, so my mother had everything red, white, and blue in my bedroom. Like, we were very patriotic. Puerto Rican, but patriotic. So my mom had everything red, white, and blue. I had my dresser, my bedding, yeah. She to her it was the celebration of my existence. It's too funny. Now, I miss my mom so much. I lost her in 2017. She died way too young. Way, way, way too young. This 50-year-old woman needs her mother still. But what are you going to do? I'm calling myself 50. I'm not 50 yet. It's in August. I need to chill out with that. Just mentally, I'm 50. I'm telling myself because we're in 2026. I got to figure out something special to do for my birthday. We're trying to maybe book a trip and have to bring everybody with us. My daughter will probably have to work, but anyway, I'm going off on tangents. Back to the diamond painting. I'm going to find it interesting to share how many diamond dots I've completed. So that's the next thing I'm going to filter for. We're going to lose all the Diamond Art Club filters. And we'll see how many. Select shop, diamond dots. Diamond dots. Hobby Lobby, Joann's, Michael's, Walmart, Amazon. Where else have I bought them from? I think that's it. Okay. Apply filters. 72. I've completed 72 Diamond Dots projects. That floral heart I did in February will stand out in my memory as my favorite one. My goodness, is that beautiful. Which other one I thought was gorgeous? The Horn of Plenty. If you come across that canvas, get it. It's gorgeous. If you get a chance to work on the big, big Coral Reef Island by Will Cormier, absolutely gorgeous. The shine on that is, what is, their drills are just beautiful. Um, which other one sticks out in my memory? I love that farmer's market one where it's a blue truck with the sunflowers and the pumpkins. And it's beautiful. It's a partial, so you don't do the sky in the background. You just do the truck and all the flowers and fruit and stuff. It's beautiful. Joyful Jolly Snowman by Donna Gelsinger. That was from Diamond Dots. I kind of did that one early on. It turns out really pretty. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. The rest are a bunch of little flowers. I love flowers. Do you guys ever watch Joan Diamond Paints? I miss her. She quit YouTube. But she loved to diamond paint flowers too, and we had that in common. So she was always doing flowers, and I'm like, me too, girl. Me too. I would comment all the time. I miss her. I miss her. But I'm also loving new YouTubers. I've recently discovered Katia, watching her vlogs, and she shares her journey in recovery. Who else am I watching lately? I always watch Granny every day, Tita, Miss Southern Belle, Katie, Diamonds and Washi, Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Who else do I watch any of them that vlog. I love watching those. Dr. Pepper, her vlogs are fun to watch. Diamond Penny and Dr. Pepper, I think it's the name. She actually works for DAC. Who else do I watch? Like religiously, like when they post a video, I watch it. The Crafty Diamond. Who else? I'm missing people. Jessica, pull up your YouTube. Duh. I'm an idiot. Hang on. Let's see. If I go to subscriptions. Diamonds at Tiffany, she vlogs. Mindy's Diamond Moment, obviously. Mindy's like an auto watch. Whether it's an unboxing or whatever, I just watch her. New girl I like now, Diamonds and Fairy Dust. Love her channel. Really, she does very good videoing. She has other channels too, but I love her diamond painting content. Diet Coke and Diamonds. I love watching her. There's a few, not crocheters. There's a few cross stitchers that I also follow. Stitching Mommy, Sit Stay Stitch. I love watching progress on stitching because I can't stitch myself. If I could, I would be a cross stitcher. But I have way too much nerve damage in my right hand to handle a needle without like dropping it constantly or stabbing myself. But I love watching their progress. Michaela Renee, duh. Crafty-ish Kristen, duh. Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting. Who else? Crafting with V. The Nerdy Painter. She's kind of new and I really like her content. Diamonds and Dragonflies. Tia's Crazy Craft Adventures. Kate's Creative Space. I mentioned Kate last week. Diamond Painting with Coco. Really, really, really fun content. I love her channel. Messy Girl Crafts. So she's back now after her baby. Angel Lee Rose. Lizette. Summer Sparkling Good Time. One of my favorites. We'll be meeting on the cruise. Dragonwind Diamonds. Queen of Diamonds. The Principal Painter. Meeting her on the cruise. Rachel Ray. Diamonds and Doxies in Texas. I like her. Who else? House of Miscellanea. Northern Sparkle. I don't know. Whitney Diamond Paints. Diane's Diamond Painting Adventures. Diamond Painting Journey, that's what it is. She's in Belgium. Amy Sparkly Good Time. She's still sort of recovering with her hand. I watch Timo on Friday nights when I get a chance. If I get a chance. I don't always get to stay that late watching YouTube, but Emeralds and Fairy Lights when she posts. She's a little bit few and far between lately. Diamonds for Linda. Like her two painting sparkles. Elisa Maria. Awesome, awesome content. All these people are amazing. Life with Nathy, Denzel and Dot, Caffeine Queen. Anyway, I consume a lot of YouTube. That's why I always end my videos with keep making your videos because I need them in my life. I really do. I get up in the morning. Once me and Alex have done our thing with school, like set up the goals for the day and what he has to do, I usually sit down and start watching what's popped up in my subscriptions list, and I try to get through as much as I can. I'm never really always totally caught up, but I try to pick one channel and binge a little bit of it, and then go on to the next one, binge a little bit of it, the last 2 or 3 weeks of what they've posted, to try and get at least a big chunk of this stuff watched. I ordered some stuff on Amazon, getting ready for my cruise. I'm excited about that. I already got 3 or 4 items in. A pair of sandals. I ordered like a maxi dress. I love to wear dresses on cruises because they don't wrinkle much and they take up a little space. And you can, go from your bathing suit or whatever outerwear you're wearing while you're off the ship. You can come back to the room, shower, and put on a maxi dress, and that's what you're wearing for the rest of the day for dinner. So I love to pack dresses. So I have one new one that I just bought, and I have about 3 or 4 that I picked up I'm going to pack. It's not that long of a cruise, 5 days, but I have to, I have to plan out what I'm going to wear. So I got that order in, and yeah, it's time to start packing. I have to have everything packed at least a week before because I mentally go through the list, and that's how I catch what I'm missing if I'm missing something. Having everything packed early on. And then, of course, I have to pack for my husband because, it's too much to ask that he pack well and with enough time. But it's going to be so much fun. Now, I'm actually looking at this Hannah Lynn and I'm thinking, can I finish this? If it took me the whole day, pretty much, with all the interruptions today, a huge chunk of my day. If I do that next Sunday and the next Sunday, I'm still not going to be done. So I have to force her in between the Chuck. I've decided the Randall Spangler, I'm only going to do half of it and then finish it in the next event, which is June or July. Draglings and Books. Is it July? I'm drawing a blank. I think it's because I'm tired. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to deliberately hold that at the halfway point, and then I will just replace it with this Hannah Lynn to try and finish this month. So for the end of this month, I will have this. I will have the Ticket to Ride canvas done, and I'll have the Chuck Pinson done. That'll be my three big things done. And then I already did my mini DP Madness set. I might do another set. The exotic flowers from the Time and Art Club. I might do that as my Friday finish next week. And that's pretty much all I've planned. April is gonna be real slim. I might throw in some minis because that's what I'm packing for the cruise, and I think I'll start. I don't know if I'm gonna participate or not in the J Wall along. I'm gonna I think I'll kit her up and start it in the second half of April, and then just sort of work on it through the summer because I really wanted to do a St. Patty's Day canvas this year. I have a couple in my stash, but the St. Patty's Day is in 2 days, and maybe I can start it on St. Patty's Day and let it go until the end of April. I might do that. Listen to me. There was a time where I could not stretch out a canvas more than a month. Like it had to be, if I started, it had to be done in that month. I have come so far. I'm so proud of myself because it was a lot of stress putting that kind of pressure on myself. This is a hobby, Jessica. I would tell myself, why are you so stressed about carrying over a canvas? Now I do it all the time. I don't even think twice about it. Yeah, we can change. You can teach an old dog new tricks, people. It can be done. It can be done. You just have to ease up a little bit. We put so much stress on ourselves for silly, silly reasons. So, yeah, that's about it. That's all I have to share. I told you I bought the two Dreamer canvases. They're on the way, probably 5 weeks, I think, when they're coming from China. Um, I did the Hobby Lobby run and I found the other acrylic. Oh my goodness, I'll tell you the story. I left my cell phone at Hobby Lobby. Talk about panic, okay? I left my husband working on the stuff outside the house and digging up the trees, and he was replacing some sprinkler heads and all kinds of stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna run over to Hobby Lobby real quick to see if they have my brown bunny. So I get in the car, I go in, I don't find my brown bunny, but I do find the other acrylic, and I found a book canvas that I thought was cute. It's like a stack of books with some florals. So I got that. I picked that up. I also found towel clips for the cruise. They were spring shopped, so discounted 40%. I go to pay. This is one of those times where I came in the store, I didn't grab a cart. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to look for the canvas and carry it in my hands if I find it. I didn't have a cart. So I get to the counter and I have about 4 or 5 things I'm struggling with. And I had just looked at my phone. And instead of putting my phone back in my purse, I held the phone in my hand with the items in my left hand, the phone in my right hand. I go up to the register. I set the phone down on the counter. She rings me up. I pay. Thank you. I remember her giving me my receipt. I grab my bag, my purse, my receipt. My phone was still on the counter. I get in the car and I say, you know what? It's early. I'm going to go to the other Hobby Lobby, which means getting on the turnpike. It's about 20 minutes. I'm going to go to the other Hobby and see if I find the brown bear. I get on the turnpike. I leave the plaza. I get on the turnpike. As I'm on the turnpike, I go on. This radio is driving me nuts. They're not playing anything. It's all commercials. I keep switching stations, all commercials. And let me play something on my phone. I go to my watch to request a song. And when you don't have your watch within reach of your phone, you get this little sad phone red icon at the top of your watch. And I looked at my watch while I'm driving on the freaking turnpike. I look at my watch and it's the red / phone. Instantly I knew. Instantly I knew. I left it on the counter. I digged in my purse while I'm driving. Highly dangerous. I managed to not get myself killed. I looked in my purse. I looked through the bag from Hobby Lobby. I looked on the floor. I looked on the car seat. Phone's not there. Okay, got to get off of the exit. Make a U-turn. Get back on. Pay the tolls again. Go back home. And sadly, what happened here, the bad luck I had, was when I got back on, there was an accident. I was stuck in that it's from that exit to the one by my house. It's 5 miles. Those 5 miles took me 25 minutes. Stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. I'm like, people, just drive. Stop looking. Stop looking. Because the reason it slows down is because people want to look and be curious. I'm like, please, my phone is somewhere unprotected. I got to get through this traffic. Anyway, it was the longest 25 minutes of my life. When I got off, I managed to get back to Hobby Lobby, only catching one light. As soon as I walk in the door, my watch connects. So I know that the phone's in the building. And then I'm like, okay, if anybody gives me a hard time that they can't find you, I'm going to ping my phone from my watch, and I will bust them trying to hide my phone, Anyway, so I pull and I was like, did anybody leave a phone? Did anybody turn in a lost phone? And the guy at the door said no. The girl on the first register said no. The girl on the second register said no. The third register said, yeah, it's out. I put it over here somewhere. Instantly, I hit the ping on my watch. So they would know that it's my phone. And it started ding, ding, ding inside the drawer. Sure enough, they gave me my phone. I said, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was so relieved. I hugged my phone and I said, I will never lose you again. I got in the car and I said, forget Hobby Lobby again. I'm going home. I went home. I didn't make it to the other branch. But anyway, I aged about 5 years there. You can just call me 55 now, because the entire time I was just biting my nails, stressing out that somebody was going to steal my phone. Though honestly, nowadays, is there a way to get in a phone? You can't. I mean, these phones, if you don't have their code, it's bricked. And I have the ability to wipe it remotely. So, yeah, Unless they must have some special software to hack phones that they steal. Because I know it happens a lot. I mean, the train stations in New York, the most popular thing is you're standing by the door. Somebody grabs your phone as the door's closing right out of your hands. And then the train leaves and you have no choice but to just say bye to your phone. But anyway. So there must be a way for them to hack them and wipe them. But oh my goodness. It makes me realize we're way too addicted to our phones. I just got this one last year, and it's the newest one. It's bright orange. It's gorgeous. She's my best friend, and we are way too dependent on our phones. I've realized, based on my reaction in that 5 mile trek back on the turnpike towards my house, was that I am way too invested in this ridiculous thing that takes so much of my attention. You know, you can take TV away from me. I'm fine without TV, but I need YouTube. I need YouTube. I need a cell phone where I can watch YouTube, or an iPad where I can watch YouTube, or a laptop, something. But I don't need a TV subscription, you know. My husband's the one that, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even stream anything. Honestly, I wouldn't. I wouldn't pay for any services. But he has to have his live sports, and the boys have to have their WWE, and what else do they make me pay for? Freaking bundle packages left and right. We pay for cable. Well, it's not really cable. It's the streaming service through YouTube TV, right? But then I need this channel. Mommy, I need this channel. I need that channel. I need that channel. So I try to find like bundle deals. Like right now we're paying for Disney, Hulu, ESPN, something else. I don't know. But I try to get as good a deal as I can and for a year or whatever. And then the prices go up and I cancel everything. It is a hardship. I'd much rather just not subscribe at all. Netflix. We have to have Netflix. Well, Bridgerton's on there. You know, I love Bridgerton. I also like come on, Jessica. What's the name of the show? Squid Game. I got hooked on that. I still have to watch the newest season, but I haven't. I heard it's kind of dark and I'm stressed out about it, but I will be watching that soon. Squid Game is good, as is, they have so many good shows that like have on there most of the year, like Sex in the City and Seinfeld and what else? Reruns of stuff. The one we don't have is HBO Max. I have to log in with my aunt, and it gives me a hard time because it knows I'm not at her house. So I usually log in when I'm at her house, and it stays logged in for me for like a week once I get home. But yeah, we're not supposed to share. They make it harder and harder. Anyway, why am I yapping? I'm going to switch you guys to watch the rest of this 20 minutes of me practically single placing Hannah Lynn. Hope you enjoy it. Have a great week. Hopefully next week I will have caught up. Like, I want to be on the last column of my chalk next time I do this whip and chat. I also want to be at the halfway point on the Randall Spangler. I'm doing Springtime Splendor. And maybe one more section on this Hannah Lynn done, if my hands are up for it. So wish me luck. You creators keep creating, because I will be watching, and I hope you guys have an amazing week. Cue the music.